Hello guys, and welcome to part 7 of the BMW E46 M3 body build for Jamie FYD. Things are moving along nicely as always. In the last video we got the bonnet flipped over and we were then cleaning up the skeleton ready for the moulding process, and let me tell you, that was a task in itself. So make sure you stick around so you can see the effort that went into that. And yeah, this is going to be another one of those videos where I forgot to film a good chunk, but it's only a little bit you missed. You know, it's just some gelling up and some laying up, so it's not the end of the world. We're going to jump straight back into the action, and yeah, I hope you enjoy, guys. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the progress and future projects, because I've always got something going on. There's always something on the benches, and well, I will show you now. The coupe has gone. I now have a compact here in its place. So make sure you subscribe so you get to see what I have planned for that. And the next project after that is also going to be a mental one. And make sure you stick around, because in this episode we make the very first M3 rear clam at mould. If you haven't watched those other videos that I've done moulding the rear end of the coupe that I turned into an M3 rear end, make sure you go watch them. But yeah, I'm very excited for you guys to see what these look like. So yeah, let's get back into the action, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out JD Motorsport Engineering, Grease Monkey the Garage, and Jamie FYD. So don't forget to check all those guys out. But yeah, I'll see you at the end of the video, guys. Right, hello guys, and welcome back. Unfortunately, I haven't done any filming today. I'm running out of time and I'm just concentrating on the work. It is now already coming up to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Started at 7 this morning, and prepping the backside of this bonnet has been a ball ache. But I am now finally there and I'm ready to chuck the first layer of wax on. But I had so much stuff to deal with, all tiny little gaps to fill up. These are the bobbins I'm using, so I've got proper locators to drill out and fit big head threaded fittings so that the bonnet will fit just like OEM. Same with all the little fittings up here, they've got their bobbins waiting to go. But yeah, and there's a big gaps here joining the two, so they've been bridged. All the holes have been taped over. This tiny little tab, I was wondering how I was going to get over that, so I decided to turn the tab into a block, and then once it's done I might be able to just grind that bit out, making it just a tab again. But yeah, I'm happy, I'm finally there. The nose cone was probably what took the longest. Sorry, my lighting's really poor again, let me sort that out. I hope that's a little bit better. But I did manage to get up in there, fill up all the gaps, and yeah, it is going to be tight because I don't want it to merge onto the tabs with this. But it's not the end of the world. I'll just get out with the grinder and the Dremel and Dremel them away, but I'm running out of time and I don't want that. I want these to just release nice and easy. That is where we're at. It is time to get the gel on this. Let's work some magic, guys. Oosh. Right then, guys, I am so sorry. I am rushing so much. I am not filming anything. I've forgotten a big chunk. Well, I've forgotten a little chunk, but you've missed the gelling up process and the first layer of glass. Literally, I'm so sorry. I've got so much to do and so little time to do it. Filming is just on the least of my priorities at the moment. But this is where we're at now. I will put some pictures up on the screen now of this with all its gel coat on. It did look very pretty. We now have the first layer of glass on. I have given it a good rub down so there's no Sharpies or anything like that. It was very tight and awkward up in there. It's now time to give this a brush down, clean down, and get the last layers of glass on this. And hopefully I'll remember to film once I've got all the glass chucked on here. Fingers crossed. So sorry about that, guys. That is all the glass down on the underside of the bonnet now. This took hours, absolute hours. So this is all fresh. The front is pretty much cured, I believe. Yeah, front's cured. So I'm going to maybe try and green trim a little bit of this, so it's off away from those tabs. But yeah, it's time to start prepping this area. Now it's ready to start prepping this area now that it's gone cured. And hopefully soon I can pop this flange off the side and start prepping the sides, because I am running out of time. It is now 2:10. Yeah, so it is now 2:10 on a Wednesday, and Jamie and George are turning up about 1-2 o'clock on Sunday to collect everything. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to crack on. I'll update you once I've done something progressive. Right, so I now have the last 3 portions of this bonnet now ready to be gelled up, and hopefully I can get all this done nice and quick this evening, because well, it's already coming up to 4 o'clock. So yeah, I'm going to get the first layer of gel slapped on this. I'll do a nice hot mix so it goes off quickly. I'll get back to you guys. I'll get back to you guys really soon. And there we have it. The last 3 portions of the bonnet mould now have both their layers of gel on. So I'm now going to concentrate on the M3 rear end. So here we have the M3 rear end. It's all gelled up. There's the centerpiece there. But yeah, I now have all the glass cut, ready to go on there. So I'll get these laid up and I'll get back to you guys. And that's the 2 rear quarters all laid up. I'm just waiting around now so that I can green trim these. They're not far from ready, but unfortunately the temperature has dropped in here quite a bit. But I'm happy I got these done. They took a bit more material than I was expecting, but what am I to expect is the back end of a car. So yes, the only thing left to the only thing left to make is the centerpiece, which I'll get done tomorrow. But let's go back on the bonnet and let me show you what I've got done. So we now have everything moulded. Well, I say everything, there was a couple of bits I couldn't do, I'm a bit frustrated about. I'll show you them in a second. But yeah, the final piece is that side, this underneath of the nose, and this side. So tomorrow morning be dragging this outside and trimming all the edges, and then releasing it. And once it's released, I can then trim all the inside patches. Oh, you know what, I've just realised I've missed the outer circles of that. That's a little bit annoying. I'll probably just trim that straight anyway, just for ease. I'll trim it straight and then give it a little kink out and then straight again. That's a pain in the bum. I've got no more time to waste on this. Now the bits I couldn't do, which I was just now working on. So you saw in previous video or earlier in this video, depending on how I've edited it, this area sprung up when moulding the face of it, which was rather annoying. So I had to trim a load off, which I have now chucked back in there. I have got this frame, as it were, all laminated up now, but I've tried so many times to get this tab and get this tab and this tab. It's not working. Oh, and that one there. I have got ways of making it work, but I purely just do not have the time. So unfortunately I'm not going to be including these little tabs. I mean, these two might still be there. There's no reason for me to cut these off the mould, but unfortunately I just don't. Oh, and I've got these ones as well, but unfortunately I just cannot get these ones to stay. I mean, if they happen to hold on once I've released it, if these little tabs happen to hold on, which I doubt they will because they are just gel coat, I will pack them out at a later date. But gutted about that. It is now the next day, so this is now cured. It isn't 100% cured actually. I mean, it's only been about 10 hours since I was last here working on this, and it is ice cold in here at the moment. I've got the heater on, I've got the heater on, and hopefully this is going to go off pretty soon, so I need to get it outside, get it trimmed, released, wet and dried, waxed up, and make a bonnet as soon as possible. But this is just, it's just got a little bit of stick, a little bit of tackiness to it. Not 100. Yeah, it sounds different. This sounds more hollow. Yeah. So we'll get this outside soon and trimmed. We'll go have a look at the rear quarters now. As you can see, the moulds are empty. They have stayed pretty damn clean. Obviously there's dust and whatnot on them. But yes, the quarters came out very nicely. So let's go outside and have a look at them quickly and then get back in here because it's bloody cold today. And here we have them, guys. These are the two rear quarters, fresh out of their moulds. Just need to make the centerpiece to go with them. So I'm really happy with how these have come out. I just need to give these a trim now, and the bonnet is now out here ready for its trim as well. We'll get cracking on with this next. I want to get it all trimmed and whatnot because it's not particularly nice weather today. So yeah, I'll get this lot trimmed, and yeah, we'll try and get that released because I'm not 100% I'm going to get that released nice and easy. Fingers crossed. Right then, excuse the noise from next door, they got a compressor going. But the bonnet mould is now trimmed. Very tidy, I am happy about this. I mean, they always look really ragged before you trim them, obviously. I've still got to do these insides, but I'll do that once it's come out. I've also trimmed off the heads of these so I can now get to the bolts, remove all of these. So yeah, it is now time to, well, start releasing it. We'll see how far we get. I got there you go, on camera. First piece of the mould released. Yeah, I got a few bits and bobs. Actually, you know what? That's nothing a quick wet and dry won't sort out. So yeah, happy with that. Fingers crossed the rest of it goes as well. Now I've also got the rear quarters in here, and they are trimmed. They are sat here together underneath the patio heater because it was so cold in here last night, and I didn't ratio my catalyst right. I should have put more catalyst in, but this one here still stayed a little bit soft. I mean, touching that bit now, I can tell it is definitely harder than this morning, but this did not enjoy being trimmed. I should have left this and trimmed this tomorrow, but it is what it is. I was trying to rush stuff, and yeah, I don't know if you can see the difference in colour. This one's really pale, this one's a bit more yellowy, this one's fine. Sorry, this one is fine. This one still needs a little bit longer, so it's going to sit under there for a good few hours, I reckon, just letting that cure. And I've got it in a sort of position it would be in, so it's not warping out of shape anywhere. So yeah, I'm going to pop all this off and I'll get back to you guys. And that is going to do it for part 7, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry, I hate to cut you off once again, but yeah, don't want the videos being too long. So I hope you enjoy, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out JD Motorsport Engineering, Grease Monkey the Garage, and Jamie FYD. They're all on like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Well, Jamie's on YouTube, the other guys Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, I will see you in the next one, guys. Stay safe. See you soon. Love you. Peace.